normal part of the game. You're never going to get rid of obstacles in your life. There's always going to be people in your life that we consider haters. There's always going to be challenges in your life. If we look at Bill Gates, who is the second or third richest man right now, he has obstacles, whether it's trying to expand into different parts of the world. He has obstacles from governments. He has people trying to sue him. He has people trying to come after him. You look at a person like Donald Trump. He has people always trying to sue him and things like that. So you're always going to have obstacles. You never get to a point where there's just peace all around you. So that's the first thing I would let people know, that because you have obstacles, it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. You could be doing everything absolutely right. That's just part of the game. But if I look at myself personally, I've been homeless before. I've lived in a hotel before. I've been, at $0. But the thing that I tell anybody is you just got to be consistent with your why. And that why is that compelling vision that tells you, I tell my clients I was homeless, but I wasn't hopeless. And because I never lost my hope, I always saw myself in this place where I am now and even further. I said, this is temporal. This is not going to be Will for the rest of his life. Will, you're not going to be living in this hotel for the rest of your life. You have an excellent mind. You have excellent ideas. And if you keep doing it and if you keep doing the right things, you're going to get to the place that you want to get to.
Direct mail with your postcard, your letters, the banner signs. Everybody is doing the same thing. Do something out of the box. Do something nobody else is willing to do. Nobody wants to go, jump in their car in 90-degree weather and go to the hearing. Same thing with the auctions. I don't mind. These same people that's buying properties at the auction, I can wait till the next day to find out who bought what. You understand? But at the same time, there are people who were outbid at the auction. So how do I get to those people? They're not going to be online because they didn't win the bid. You understand what I'm saying? My little nephew that went with me to the auction last couple of weeks ago, we got 3 people on the buyers list. Just by going there, doing things that other people won't do. And you're not the only person there looking lost, because a lot of people are lost. But that's just the way, that's what I do. The worst case scenario is what? Oh, well, next, move on. But if you never tried, you won't know.
What I think is just as an ending note, I just try to throw everything together in a capsule with, our relationship with God is essential. And being in church all my life, my father's a pastor, being in church all my life and seeing how, this may sound bad, but how church people often are, that we lose focus of God and our relationship with Jesus, and we focus on everybody else and the outside and how that looks. We formulate a checklist, and we think as long as we stay in that checklist, then God is approved and everything is okay. And my journey has shown me that what God has for us is so much bigger than you coming to church every Sunday, sitting there having the lingo and dressing right, and being able to do your checklist that you didn't do these sins. That sin is so broad and vast, and there's sins that are not even calculated in the Bible that you do personally, because sinning is simply just missing the mark that God has for you. So how do you know what the mark is if you don't know God intimately? If you don't know how to create a relationship with him? Because
or how I'm going to do it. So I have a 2-step plan. Really, it is kind of funny because I came up with this quote really on my own. I said, in order to be successful, you have to have a passion for your plan and a plan for your passion. I'm going to say that again, and if you're listening to this, I don't just want you to listen. I want you to get a pen and be ready to write, because I'm going to give you some information. If you want to be successful, you have to have a passion for your plan, and you have to have a plan for your passion. So I talk with a lot of people who want to be successful, and so they have passion. And so what we have to do is I work with them on taking that passion and creating a plan. Now, here's the important thing about having a plan, that when you have a plan, it maps out the step of how to make that passion a reality. That's very important. And here's the reason why. You're not going to always feel like getting up each and every day and doing what you should be doing. There's just days you're not going to feel like it. And so what happens is when you have a plan, when you wake up in the morning, you know exactly what you need to do whether you feel like it or not. It's like going to the store. If you don't have a list, you spend a lot of time wandering around the store, deciding what you're going to buy. Do I need to get this? Do I need to get that? And oftentimes you spend too much time and too much money. You buy things that you don't need. You get back home and you realize you already have them. And the reason that you did that is because you didn't have a plan. You didn't have it in writing. It's the same way with what we want to do to be successful. You have to have a plan so that on the day you get up and you don't feel like it, you have a plan that could guide you step by step. You just start in the motion. And then the other thing is you have to have a plan for your passion. And so you have to have a passion for your plan. So some people come to me and they say, Ruben, I want to be successful. And I tell them, tell me about what it is that you want to do. And they talk like this, comma. Well, what I would like to do is I was thinking about starting this business, or I was thinking about moving.
Don't it?
Right.
God giving him the okay, you know what I'm saying, to run hell in your life sometimes, because he knows that you're going to show people how heavenly he is. You know what I mean? And so don't give the devil no credit. Don't whisper his name saying he's trying to stop me now. God is trying to grow you. And with that, he's trying to prepare you for the next level you're going to. And it's actually a compliment to you, because God wouldn't allow you to go through anything more than what you can bear. You know what I mean? So the moment that he allows that conflict or that situation to come to you, and you treat it differently than what you did 5, 3, 2 years ago, maybe a week ago, you know what I mean? That's him saying, servant, well done. I got you, graduation, on to that next level, because many are called, but few are chosen.
That's so true.
You know what I'm saying? And when you're chosen, your responsibility level is different from those that are called.
Yes.
And a lot of chosen people get caught up in what the called are talking about. You can't do that because you're chosen and they're looking at you. And a lot of times you're going to be a blessing to those who talk about you. Because I guarantee you, when I hit that stage with Noah, the people who had a lot to say are crying and rejoicing and worshiping. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and I may hold their hand and worship with them in the midst of that, because where I'm going, you can't restrict it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't restrict it. And in order for God to use me to be a blessing to you, I can't allow your mess to frustrate me.
And for those that are tuning in, remember, always pursue your passion. Have a great night.